So I think a very important part to every story is context. I'm sure, most, if not all, you guys agree with me. And I was looking at this Cardano key metric overview. This looks at the Cardano metrics from quarter over quarter. This goes all the way back to quarter two of 2022. And if you looked at a lot of these numbers on their own, you would think that it's not necessarily a good thing. Okay. But again, it's important to look at context. So during this time, we've seen the average daily active addresses drop from 90,005 down to 57.8 in quarter two of this year. We've seen the daily transactions drop from 94,000 in quarter two of last year to 68.7 in quarter two of this year. We've seen obviously ADA price drop, market cap drop. We've seen the NFT trading volume drop from 150 million in quarter two of last year to 46.2. I know some of this is cut off, so bear with me, guys. We've also seen the active staked ADA drop from 24.7 billion to 22.7 billion. So all these things are showing regression, right? And that might be like, oh my gosh, time to freak out. Just wait. Okay, hear me out. So during this same time, this has really just been a circumstance of the market. When we look at some of the other chains out there, like for example, Solana, heavy use, right? Very much used chain, but yet the number of active addresses for Solana has been dropping quarter over quarter. We look at Ethereum, we can see the same thing. When we look across the crypto ecosystem, we've in fact seen this very same thing play out. Okay. Now, it's really just a circumstance of where we're at in the market right now. These things they happen. They play out. If you look back, 4 years ago, same thing was playing out then. Granted, there's not really much you can look at in terms of Cardano 4 years ago because we didn't have this full functionality then. Now, despite these metrics looking negative, there are actually really good things that are taking place here that I want to show you guys. So what we saw is, although we had a drop in the number of daily active users, the number of transactions actually went up from quarter one of 2023. Okay. So what we're seeing is actually the ratio of transactions to active addresses have actually been growing. That means the people that are within the ecosystem are in fact doing more, which is a very key thing. It's not people just sitting there doing one transaction and just kind of chilling. People are in fact more active than they were prior to this. Now, what we've also seen is the stablecoin market cap within the Cardano ecosystem continue to grow too. It actually surged 34.9% quarter over quarter from 10.0 million to $13.5 million. So in fact, the value within the ecosystem is continuing to grow. Now, these aren't the only things that are happening, guys. We've seen revenue grow. We've seen TVL grow. So actually more active use in the DeFi ecosystem. But not only that, we've seen development just on the absolute surge. Okay. When we compare it to last year where Cardano was a leader in development, and now it still sits basically at the top there, development activity has been extremely high. So although it may seem like some of these metrics are dropping and looking negative for Cardano, the opposite's actually happening. We're actually thriving at this time. We're undergoing huge, massive developments and activity in the ecosystem. And these are the things that you want to see as we eventually get into a bull market cycle. Yes, I understand these numbers are low. They look like they suck, right? But these are the times where you're not getting a lot of adoption. There's not a lot of people flowing in. There's not a lot of capital flowing in. But if you look at the metrics, the ones that actually matter, we are actually seeing good use, good adoption happening, and Cardano's continuing to grow at this time. So this report came out, so I wanted to, provide some clarity there. And again, context is a very big deal. I'm sure that some haters will use this, but again, at least now you guys kind of know where we're at. So appreciate you. Hope you enjoyed the video. Definitely show your support below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.